Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back and let's talk about Zcash. So a few days ago I made a Zcash update for the first time in a while, and 13 days ago actually we talked about Zcash hitting $500 from $350. So let's actually check a little bit of a recap and continue from this video today. Is doing because the coin is really high, and anyone who was shorting this one got rejected for shorting it. 1 hour is pretty much overbought, but I think there's a little bit more move coming up based on that pennant. Yeah, where there's money, man. Sometimes the 1 hour pennant is not high, which is 371 back in 2021. So yeah, I won't be surprised if you just push a little bit higher, you know, to that 390, 410. Now for you, for a day trader, this is still beautiful. And of course, we had a move past $500+. Never really got into it, but anyways, prediction wise, it was a very good outcome. So Zcash, is it done? Are we still gonna continue higher? Is it time to short Zcash? So I just wrote Zcash here, my bad. I'm actually gonna change this in a second. So let's do, it is ZEC instead of Zcash, right? ZEC, like that. And let's actually talk about Zcash one more time. So gigantic move. On the Discord, I did mention that it only takes 3 months for a nice good bull run. So if you go to the weekly time frame, and this is pretty much from August, right? So from August all the way to this November, you've just made like 21 to maybe I think between 20-40x, depending on how you look at it, but 20x is at least something that has happened, and that's just what we need. Okay, this is what I've been preaching on the channel for a long time. You could stay down like this and create a lot of tension when trading, but bull run is just this. Okay, this is huge euphoria. That's exactly what bull run really is. And after a long time, I've seen one from Zcash, which is shades of back in 2020, 2017. Now I don't know, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, never got into it. Zcash, I still remember Zcash back in 2017 as well. There are two private coins. One was Zcash, one was Monero. Monero still hasn't had its glory, but Zcash, man, this has really pushed off. Now, no one could have expected this to happen, right? It's like the market makers were generous and whatnot. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that you definitely will be going above $747, and I'm going to tell you why you're still going to move above $747 is because when you pumped on the daily, you have one green, second green, and third green. So we have a candle that still shows continuation. These are known as continuation. That means price will move past and continue above this third candle. So that's one reason why you're still meant to go above $751. If you do go under $399, then you probably will invalidate the three white soldiers. Then we're not going to go above $747. Right now, you're kind of meant to do that. Secondly, the 4 hour time frame EMAs are crossing and they're looking pretty good still, and you can see that Zcash on an uptrend has an habit, you know, go above here, come a little bit below the 10 and 20, go up, come a little bit below, come a little bit below, and you can see even here you just went a little bit below it, and it could be that you still push one more leg to the upside, but maybe this one more push to the upside could be the beginning of the final leg to the upside. We're very overbought. I think the weekly is at the highest that it has ever been in its whole life. You can see we're never ever in the coin's history you've been this high on the RSI. It's like massive bulls, man. It's not even a bull, it's like a ape kind of a coin. Even funny enough is that the weekly itself still actually shows that we got some three white soldiers again, right? So this is like 1 2 3 candles, still very strong on the weekly. On the daily, even though it's very high, you feel like shorting it, but man, candles are still very strong right now. And one more thing is that when you normally have three white soldiers, now pay attention to this one small detail. You may expect next week, right, to be a little bit red. Maybe we could even be dropping to 466 or something like that. And then eventually after that, the following coming week, we could actually start to go to the upside. Now, it's not necessary that you do so. It could still be that you just continue with another green. But normally what I've seen in my experience is that you when you have these 3 greens and it's been followed by a red, and then eventually on the like second week after next week, then we're gonna actually have another push to the upside one more time. So yeah, things are looking pretty amazing. I think there's a trend line going on as well. So in my opinion, this is the trend line we could be retesting. So we could see something like next week, right? We could be looking at as I said, 497, 496 or something like that, and then from here actually start to push one more time. This could be your first bottom as well, second bottom, make a double bottom, and then finally start to go to the upside and take a lot of stop losses from here. And that's it for this update of Zcash. Just make sure you like this video if you want me to constantly bring out some updates now that it's really hot, and I'm going to see you the next one. Love is.